When it comes to women, I definitely have a type. However, none of those babes can hold a candle to Balalaika from Black Lagoon. For those of you who don't know, Balalaika is a side character in Black Lagoon, but serves as the big boss of the Russian crime syndicate known as Hotel Moscow. Balalaika's most unique appeal is being a strong and independent woman. Just kidding, off Hollywood. Balalaika's biggest appeal is being written as a human being that overcomes obstacles with wit and, most importantly, charisma.
Let me be absolutely clear about this. The reason we came here today was to make our position known. Hotel Moscow will not tolerate people who obstruct our operation.
Is that like a personal attack or something?
Charisma, being an uncoachable skill, makes it a difficult quality to fake, which is probably the main reason a lot of superhero films fall flat, since the person behind the character is just another attention-seeking brat devoid of empathy.
I mean, no one's made me laugh like this in such a long time.
Imagine there's no heaven.
At this point, I'm pretty much done with these narcissistic actors that leverage social credibility via expensive cosmetics and vapid expressions. Which is why relatable and admirable characters like Balalaika had me wishing for an anime that places her as the focal main character. Fortunately, some wishes do come true because Jormungand is basically that, an anime with an intelligent and charismatic leader that gets the job done for the crew. Jormungand takes place in a world eerily similar to our own. A world filled with developing nations full of conflict, instability, and most importantly, private military companies. The story of Jormungand follows international arms dealer Koko Hekymatyar and a crew of military specialists as they travel the world selling weapons under the shipping company known as HCLI. Naturally, being an arms dealer in the military-industrial complex leads to a lot of attention from private militaries, militias, the CIA, and hired assassins, so the crew must always be ready for combat at a moment's notice. If you haven't already guessed it, Jormungand is a story full of bloody action and violence that focuses on the crew's teamwork and unique abilities to complete various missions, from kidnapping scientists all the way to eradicating entire militias. What is special about the action in Jormungand is the amount of realism woven into the story. At a micro level, combat scenes are made realistic when they show a sniper accompanied by a spotter with the occasional lens flare. At a macro level, the realistic action revolves around privatized military-industrial complexes that engulf the world in conflict. If you're getting Metal Gear Solid vibes from hearing that, you'll be satisfied to know that the action narrative in Jormungand isn't only a mindless device to satiate your id, but also a device to get you thinking about the realistic world events this story accurately parallels. Speaking of Metal Gear Solid, let's talk about this story's big boss. Koko Hekymatyar is the arms dealer main protagonist that leads a small group of elite soldiers around the world while selling advanced weaponry. Like Balalaika, it's implied that Koko excels in combat, however the show never has her fighting because her charisma and ruthless intellect cause way more damage than measly bullets from a gun. Koko's charisma allows her to assemble a small team of loyal soldiers that are all equally worthy of being a main character anywhere else, but take a backseat to Koko while she's busy playing 4D chess matches with her adversaries. On top of being extremely charismatic and intelligent, Koko is also extremely cynical about the world she lives in. Koko is not afraid to voice her disgust towards humanity, but that adds to her charm since the few seats in her heart are reserved to her loyal crew members. One of which, a child soldier named Yona, holds an extra special place in Koko's heart and serves as a surrogate younger brother to Koko. At first glance, Yona being a quiet, dead-eyed, edgy child had me a bit worried. Fortunately, I can confidently say Yona is not what I expected him to be, and that's a really good thing. Yona is not some annoying little twat pretending to be an adult, nor is he some quiet edgelord that's too cool for school. Yona is simply a tragic boy soldier that is adored by all the members of the crew, and throughout the show he displays a childlike adultness. Yona can kill with elite prowess and callousness in one scene, in the next scene he'll tell the main characters he's scared of shots and needles. Just like Koko and the main crew, you'll find it difficult not to like Yona, and his duality of naivety and callousness bring a unique dynamic that is not commonly seen in anime protagonists.
I don't like needles.
Scared of needles? What are you, a kid? Oh yeah, you are a kid.
Let's quickly mention the antagonists in Jormungand. The villains in Jormungand's story manage to be extremely compelling and deceptive. Each introduction of a new villain would have my mind defaulting to them as a nemesis or final hurdle that Koko and the team must overcome. However, usually after 2 to 3 episodes, they'd be surprisingly killed off. It's a testament to how well crafted the several villains are, when simple throwaway villains feel like long-term rivals. However, this is not the case for all villains, as some do survive the entire duration of the show, and even then, Jormungand's definition of a villain or hero is very ambiguous in this grey world. Overall, the world of Jormungand features an impressive cast of characters that all revolve around Koko. A character so charismatic that viable leading characters willingly pledge their loyalty to her cause, while playing an excellent role as her subordinates. Of these subordinates, we have Yona, whom Koko treats as a little brother, as he develops throughout the show while helping the crew protect Koko from assassins and government agencies. If you enjoy leader and team relationships, like Balalaika in Moscow Tower, or Griffith in the Band of the Hawk, then you'll likely enjoy Koko and crew as they navigate advanced weaponry through the privatized military world of Jormungand. Let's talk about the music of Jormungand. The music of Jormungand is as diverse as the locations you visit throughout the show. There are songs sung in French, Italian, Portuguese, and English, as far as I know, and probably quite a few I missed that are sung in some other languages. I'm no hyper polyglot. As an American, I'm surprised I didn't pronounce the damn show as Jormungand. However, even a dumbass like me is able to appreciate the diverse influences the soundtrack portrays. You have songs that literally sound like they could fit in a Middle Eastern war zone, while other songs are influenced by hip-hop and industrial genres. However, the biggest mention of music involves a song that will probably be stuck in your head for years to come. Most characters have their own theme music, but few characters have their name included within the lyrics, unless they're super evil. No joke, there's a hip-hop industrial-inspired theme song that raps Koko's name throughout, which somehow manages to outshine a high bar set by another hip-hop song that is rapped in French. If you enjoy hip-hop without being a snob about it, you'll probably appreciate the lyrical music featured in Jormungand. Even if you don't enjoy hip-hop, the music in Jormungand might be able to wing you on the genre. Regardless of preference, everyone will still hate the French, but at least they're not French-speaking Belgians. I could go on about foreign influences in the soundtrack, but I'll stop trashing other countries and wrap this up before anyone mentions Jormungand's accurate and horrific depictions of my country. The world of Jormungand is not some vapid power fantasy about good versus evil, nor is it a cheap attempt to create a strong female lead. No, the world of Jormungand is a dark reflection of our own world's privatized military-industrial complex, while featuring Koko, a character whose charisma enables you to reevaluate your own perspective of the world and humanity. If you enjoy enigmatic characters like Balalaika from Black Lagoon, or Griffith from Berserk, then you'll be captivated by Koko. If you enjoy dark action-packed stories with realistic social commentary, like Metal Gear Solid, then you'll have a great time with the realistic narrative of Jormungand. Overall, Jormungand is a complex and captivating commentary on the real world that houses an impressive lead and supporting cast of characters. My recommendation would be to watch 4 episodes of this show, as it starts off a little slow, and then move on to something else if you're not curious about the story by then. Anyway, that wraps up my recommendation of Jormungand. I really hope people give this show a chance since it has really flown under the radar. Hopefully you'll be like me and know her name is Koko, she is Loco, and say oh no.
Her name is Koko, she is Loco, I said oh no. Her name is Koko, she is Loco, I said oh no. Pull back, time to attack. Bring it back like a driver to a Cadillac.